Hello, good evening, Sweden. My name's Rebecca James, and I'm the author of Beautiful Malice. Um, this morning when I woke up, there was an email from my Swedish publisher Lotta, and he'd sent some questions about my life. It was for you bloggers for the blog event tonight, and there were questions about how my life had changed, and whether it had changed or not since having Beautiful Malice published. And part of me have to cough. I'm really sorry, but I have a cold, and it's not cold here at all. It's really hot. In fact, it's still 28 degrees, but I have a cold anyway. But so yeah, back to the questions from Lotta, which were, has my life changed? And the answer to that is yes. Um, I'm now a full-time writer, whereas before Beautiful Malice sold, my husband and I had a kitchen business, which we were just actually closing down before I sold the book. So we were closing down the business. We were thinking of selling our house and trying to make plans for what we should do next when suddenly, or not so suddenly, but the book sold in Australia. And that was wonderful. But then it also sold in the UK and then right across the world. And it was amazing and, really wonderful, kind of miracle thing to happen for us at that time. So, um, pardon me, we didn't have to sell the house at all or retrain. So what it has meant is that I have been able to be a full-time writer since then, which is great, and it's like a dream come true. And um, my husband took last year off work so that I could travel, and I did quite a bit of traveling. I went to beautiful Europe twice, and to Canada and London, and I travelled quite a bit around Australia for writing festivals, and met publishers and met some readers of my book because it has been published here in Australia and in the UK and in some other places as well. And um, so yeah, that was fantastic. It was a fantastic year, and so my husband took a year off work because we've got 4 children, 4 sons, and he looked after them while I travelled, and now he's back at work, and the boys are at school, so I can still write full time, and it's fantastic, great life, yeah, and I've really enjoyed it being published. When and just talking about the difference between in writing before being published and after, it's quite a different feeling. So before Beautiful Malice was published, I wrote Beautiful Malice without expecting anyone to read it, or I mean, I hoped they would, but I didn't expect that people would publish it really. And so now with so many publishers and readers, it changes it a bit and makes it quite a lot more intimidating and scary. So yeah, that's one of the differences. Pardon me. So I don't want to talk too much, so I'm going to let you go, and I hope you have a great night at the blog event. And yeah, thank you for listening. Good night.